A shave with a vintage injector razor coming up next.
Oh, that's nice and smooth.
Hi YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere, it's Mark with GeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another video. Well, this time around I'm going to have a shave with a vintage injector razor. Yeah, I had a conversation on Facebook with a viewer named Tim Whitcomb, and he had just purchased a vintage chic injector razor. And I thought to myself, wait a minute, I think I have one of those. And I do. The last time I talked about it on this channel was about 2 years ago. And here it is right here. Here is the Pal Adjustable injector razor. And I can't remember where I purchased this, but it is an injector razor. It's more or less a clone of the chic injector razor. But the thing that's really, really nice is it's adjustable. Okay, so I have a broken hinge on the case. I can't remember if I broke it or if it came broken. I don't recall where I purchased this, either at an antique store or on eBay. I'd have to check my records. But anyhow, here it is right here. This is a stainless steel razor. It dates back to about 1961, 1962, somewhere in there. It does have a plastic handle, but everything else on it is stainless steel. And it takes injector razors, razor blades. Now it came with this original injector key that doesn't really work too well, and I'm not going to mess with that. But I have used this one right here, and it is a chic injector key that you can buy at a local big box store, that sort of thing. And I'm just going to set that aside. But for this shave, I'm going to open up a brand new pack just to show you what they look like in the package, that sort of thing. Just open it up like that, brand spanking new. Okay, let's get that out. Okay, there it is. Comes out like that. Okay, so that's it. That's where the blades are. Now, how many blades I have in here? I think I have 7 blades. 7 blades in there. I can't remember what the cost was. I'll try to find the cost on Amazon and post it below for you, but that's what it looks like. Now, the way you load an injector razor is this key right here inserts into this head. You pull this bar back and grab a blade, push it forward, and it injects it right into the razor head. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to go ahead and insert that here. This is how it inserts here, but I'll turn it around so you can see it. Okay, and then we just insert it like that all the way. Okay, then you just pull that back, load a blade, and boom. Now we're in. There's the blade. It's right in there. How easy was that? And it looks to be, the balance and everything looks to be spot on. Absolutely wonderful. Check that out. And it is adjustable. And there are, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 settings right there. And right now I have it set in the middle. And that's where I'm going to start my shave. Because I'm assuming that is the neutral position for this particular razor. Let me set some of this stuff aside and out of the way so it's not getting in the way of the actual shave. I'm going to be using, for my pre-shave here, I'm going to be using the Cube 2.0 from Phoenix Shaving. That's going to be my pre-shave. I'm going to use the Tallow and Shave Formula Cranberry and Citrus Peel from Olive Blossom Soap Company. Yeah, this is really, really nice. Get a look at the label there. Take a screenshot of it. I'm sorry about the staining there. It got a little wet, but you know, because I've been using it. I got a few drops of water on top of the puck. I'm not doing the full bloom. I'm not doing quite a dry load, but I've got just a little bit of water on there, so it kind of gets going a little bit. I'm going to be using my Vikings blade Dark Raven shaving brush. Yeah, this is a terrific synthetic brush. I'm going to put it in the warm water there right now. I'm going to finish it off with an alum block. Yeah, you probably saw this recently. Here's the dry dock system from PhoenixShaving.com. This is their alum block with the non-slip grip and the dry dock. I've used this already. It was wonderful. More on that when we get to that step in the actual shave. Also going to finish it off with some Florida water. This has a nice citrus medley to it. It'll complement the cranberry and citrus peel, I think. And also for upstairs, some Arco Comfort Aftershave Balm. This has a nice light orange scent. That's why we're going to use this as well. So we got kind of a cranberry, citrus, orange kind of a scent pattern going on. Really looking forward to this shave. I got about a day and a half's worth of growth, and I'm looking forward to using this Pal razor. I've used it in the past, and as I've said, you know what? I wasn't really too big of a fan of it because I like to open my razors up and clean them out. If you look at that original video I did, I talk about that. But you know what? Lately I've been reading great things about these Schick injector razors, or actually injector razors. It's a Pal injector razor, very similar to a Schick. And we're going to shave with it because I've heard some great things. A different kind of slightly different approach to the shave, the shaving angle, that sort of thing from what I understand. A little easier to find than a double-edged razor from what I understand. So we're going to go ahead and wet the face. Put that aside over there. We're going to wet the face. We're going to get to the shave right now. Alrighty. Let's get this cube on there. Activated charcoal, menthol, ingredients, formula CK6 ingredients also. So a really nice pre-shave. Oh, that's nice. That's terrific. All right, let's get my brush here. Okay, just wring that out a little bit. Here's my soap, a little bit of water in there. Okay, don't really have to dump it out. Just a little bit of, just a few drops of water in there just to kind of get it going. So I guess you could call it a dry load if you want to call it a dry load. But yeah. I like to bloom the soaps. I really do. And I know you burn through the soap a little more quickly when you add some water and you dump it off, etc. You know, that sort of thing. But I like to do that. But I have been doing the dry load lately just to see how it compares. I like both methods, but I think I favor the blooming method a little more. But you know what? Let's do this a little more and see what happens. We'll do it for, I don't know, several more shaves, see what happens. Okay. Let's lather this guy up here. I'm going to need some water for sure. Ah, that's nice. Love this scent. Cranberry and citrus is really coming through. Really, really nice. You know, originally when I first used it, I thought it was more cherry, but I can definitely pick up the cranberry now. Really, really terrific. And look how fast it created a lather. This is really nice shaving soap. Now I plan on doing 2 passes. I'm going to do the first pass right there at that middle setting, and then the second pass I'm going to turn it down a notch. If I do a third pass, it'll be probably at the very lowest setting. We'll see though. We'll see how it goes. Well, it's an injector razor. Maybe I'm not going to need a second pass. I don't know. We'll see. But I have some nice beard growth there to give it a really good road test, and we'll see what happens. Okay, that's got it. Love this brush. Love this brush. This and the Fire Mirror, terrific shaving brushes. Really, really nice. Okay, so let's just set that down, and let's get the razor. Let's heat it up under some hot water. Okay, I'm gonna swirl it in the sink, bring it to the proper temperature. Now, ordinarily I would say 30 degrees, a light touch, let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. I'm not going to say that this time because this is a completely different approach. So let's see if I can find the angle on this. My understanding is you just hold the head, this face right here, flat against the face, and then start pulling downward. And that gives you the proper angle, or thereabouts. There might be a little variation there. So let's give that a try. Let's get to this shave. Yeah, that's nice. So far, it's a very mild shave. I can feel it plowing through the whisker, though. That's terrific. I don't know if you can get any of that audio feedback, but there is some nice audio feedback there. It's very, very smooth. Very nice, really nice and smooth. Now, the other thing that I have seen in some of the classic television ads on YouTube regarding this razor, or maybe it was print ads, I can't remember, because of the low profile, it's easier to get up under the nose to get those little bits on a with the grain pass. So let's see how that works. Yeah, it seemed to work pretty well. First pass done, let's rinse. Well, I think next time around I might turn it up a notch. That was a good pass, and it's about par for the course with some of my DE razors. I think I might leave it there to do the second pass, because I think I don't want to go milder. I want to stay there with that level of aggression, and I think that'll work for me. So I got plenty in the shaving brush. I'm just adding a little bit of water from the sink, and it's giving me a terrific, terrific lather. Now, one of the reasons why I haven't used this that often is because I like to clean my razors. And with this razor, you can't open it up. And because you leave the blade inside, well, I'm afraid I just might forget about it. And, well, I don't know if anything's going to happen because it's stainless, and I'm assuming that the blades are stainless as well. Let me see here. It doesn't really say whether they're stainless or not. I'd have to actually do a little research and find out if these are stainless or coated or what exactly the story is with that. All right, so here we're going to go with pass number 2, east to west across the grain. Also, I was looking at some of those classic ads regarding this razor, and they were saying that you can bear down a little bit. You don't have to use that light of a touch. You can use a little bit of pressure, almost like a cartridge, but I don't think you want to use too much pressure. Very, very easy to find the angle. Very easy to find the angle. I'll give you a look of what the razor head looks like with the cream. It seems to move out of the way. Doesn't seem to be clogging at all. Looks like I got a small, itty bitty little nick right there. Don't know why I got that, but you know what? That's okay. I think it'll close up with some cold water and an Allen block. All right, second pass done. Let's rinse. That's a nice close shave. That really is. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn this down to the lowest setting. And I'm going to do, right there, lowest setting. And I'm going to do an against the grain pass. Just to see how close I can get and see what kind of feedback I get from the Allen block. I think my shave is done, but I want to see. I just want to see how much closer I can get, and let's see what kind of feedback I get from the Allen block. Also want to see if this little nick here is going to close up. See if this razor passes over it without doing too much more, causing any much more problems with it, that sort of thing. Love the scent of this soap. Really, really terrific. Really, really nice. Okay, so here we go with pass number 3. We're going to go south to north against the grain. And I was going to say, let's see if I can find the angle, but it looks like I'm finding it with very, very little difficulty. This mild setting is very, very nice and mild. All right, let's see if this causes any problems here. Okay, third pass done. Let's rinse. Okay. Boy, that's pretty close. That's a close shave. Yeah, that feels like a really, really close shave. The thing is, it's deceptively close because that felt very, very smooth. Really, really very smooth. No tugging, no pulling. That was really nice. And I like the adjustable quality of this razor. That is nice. That's really, really terrific. All right, so I'm going to go with my 2 final rinses. One warm, one cold. Hopefully the cold water will close that up. Don't know why that happened. Haven't had one of those in a long, long time. But hey, you know what? It could be that I didn't hold the angle properly as I was shaving past the area. All right, here's my warm water rinse. I mean, one little nick is not too bad considering this is my first outing with this razor in 2 years. So I have to maybe relearn the proper angle. Although the angle is really easy to find. Okay, so here's my cold water rinse. Yeah, it's nice and cold. Hopefully the cold water will start to close that up a little bit. Cold water rinse. Well, I wanted to get a lot of splashes on there, make sure there's enough cold water on that little neck to see if it's going to close up with the cold water. Got a clean, fresh towel waiting for me right here. We'll see what happens. It's still there. Oh well. Hopefully it'll close up with the alum block. If not, then I'm going to have to get my styptic pencil, which is okay. I mean, that's what they're there for. Okay, so here is my alum block from Phoenix Shaving. This is the dry dock. This is that mesh tray that allows the air to circulate so that the alum block can dry. And it has this non-slip grip that goes around so you can get a really nice grasp, really nice hold of the alum block as you're passing over your face. I know that in the past an alum block has slipped out of my hands, so I really appreciate that non-slip grip there. So we're just going to run it underneath the cold water here, and let's see what kind of feedback we get. Well, I am getting some zings. I'm not getting any stings, but I am getting some good zings, meaning that I got a close shave. And maybe I need to dial that razor down from the middle setting to maybe one notch lower on that first pass. Yeah. But there's a series of zings here, but no real stinging. Okay, so force of habit, I'm drawing off the alum block. You don't have to with this system. All you have to do is just maybe give it a couple of shakes. Not even that, just put it in this mesh tray and let it air dry. Let the water just dry off it because the air is going to circulate around it. And just set it on the counter. And that should do the trick, so that's really, really great. Okay, so let's clean my brush here while this alum is setting up. And we're going to go ahead and see what's fun here. Yeah, this razor, I'm looking at my face here, and I got a couple of just right there and right there. I think they'll be okay, but I think this razor was a little more aggressive than I anticipated. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to turn that down to maybe the number 2 setting on there. And yeah, that's going to heal up though. Yeah, that'll heal up, but I think that's a little too close for me. That was probably some of the zings I felt there. All right, look how nicely that cleaned up. That's great. Florida water, here we go. Love this, love the scent, love the action from it. Oh, that's nice. That's very, very nice. Okay, some Arco for upstairs, and maybe even on those areas there that are a little too, well, you know what? There's a little bit of irritation there, isn't there? Yeah. Wow. I'm going to have to back off. Wow. Okay, it's a great shave. It's a little closer than I anticipated, that's for sure. I think that's going to heal up though. Yeah. Couple of potential nicks there on my chin. I think that this razor probably does a great job after maybe 2 passes for me. And I think next time around, I'm going to have to do it right there at level 2. Rather than that middle level there. That is probably a little too aggressive for my skin. But that did, and really, really terrific job. Gave me a really close shave. I don't think I need 3 passes with this razor. Not at all. I think this is a razor that I can get a good shave with 2 passes at that setting. It'll be interesting to see what kind of shave I get with vintage Schick that is coming my way. I decided to buy one just to try one. More about that down the road. I was thinking that maybe I could use this for a head shave, possibly on the lowest setting. That's what I'm thinking. But boy, oh boy, I think holding it one setting throughout a head shave is probably something I don't want to do. Maybe level 2 to do the heavier fringe here, and up on top, turn it down to the lowest setting. So I think this razor is probably setting 1 and setting 2. The lowest setting and then the setting above that is probably where I should be. It is continuous, so you could actually go halfway up. Wouldn't have to go all the way up to the middle setting. I could bring that down between the 2 settings there and kind of start right in between the 2 there. So it would be maybe like 2.5. If low is 1 and this second hash mark is 2, that would be 2.5 then. But yeah, this was really a close shave. And now that I look at it, yeah, it's healing up. It looks like it's just very minor, and I think it's just did a really, yeah, that gave me a really close shave, a very close shave. I'm gonna give it maybe 5-10 minutes, and I think that'll clear up. It'll be fine. My skin will rebound. But I think this did a remarkable job. This really did. I said in the original review overview of this that I prefer the gem razors to this because I can open them up, I can clean them. A little bit more familiar with the approach because it's similar to that of a double-edged razor, more or less. But boy, this is really a remarkable razor. I think if I use this on the lower settings, I'm going to get some great shaves. Certainly, this is not a razor I can use at the highest setting. No, I don't think I can use it up at the highest setting. I like a milder razor, and I think I have to hold this to the milder settings. But boy, you know what? It did a nice job. It really did. And you can see already, this is starting to heal up there. It should be fine. And it should be fine within a matter of, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, something like that. And if it is, I'll let you know on the screen below how that came about. Okay, I'm just dropping in post-shave to give you an update and wrap things up. I ended up with maybe 3 small nicks, and they're all healing up very well after about an hour. And I would suspect that by tomorrow rolls around, everything will be fine. I'll be ready for my next shave. However, if you do get a Pal adjustable razor, know that I think it's a little more aggressive than I anticipated. And in looking back, I can't remember what level I shaved it with this the first couple times around. I'm thinking I kept it to the mild side. It's just a guess on my part. But for future reference, yeah, I'm probably going to keep it at the mild end, right around there, probably between 1 and 2.5, and I won't even go up to 3. If I go up to 3, I'll probably do 2 passes with my shave rather than 3, because this gives you a really close shave. I think if you have a beard that is more coarse than mine, a little more demanding, boy, check out one of these. This is really something. And I'm looking forward to shaving with other Schick injectable razors. Really neat. Again, I'm not too much of a fan of having that blade sit in there for a long period of time, but I'm sure I'll find a solution. If you know the solution, comment below. But other than that, it was a nice shave, couple bumps in the road, but you know what? I haven't used it in 2 years, and I think it did fairly well. My first time out in 2 years. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And it was a fun shave. And yeah, I'm going to be using it more often down the road. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out the Executive Shaving Company. Use the code MARK5. Check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog. For my comic strip George, other cartoons, other videos like this, I'm on Facebook. Check out my Facebook page for cartoons and videos like this. Shave of the day photos, that's always a lot of fun. Check out phoenixshaving.com or phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com. Both addresses get you to the same great online store where you can get some great shaving gear. The Cube 2.0, some great shaving soap, great aftershaves and aftershaves balms in the form of their Star Jelly. Really terrific stuff. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarksReady, where you'll find all the products I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you again real soon.